What's up, everybody? This is Shalina Love, and I am back with the verdict for R. Kelly. R&B superstar R. Kelly convicted in sex trafficking trial. That was today. New York. All these ads, I swear. R. Kelly, the R&B superstar known for his anthem "I Believe I Can Fly," was convicted Monday in a sex trafficking trial after decades of avoiding criminal responsibility for numerous allegations of misconduct with young women and children. This went on for 25 years or more, okay, you guys? A jury of 7 men and 5 women found Kelly, 54, guilty of all 9 counts, including racketeering, on their second day of deliberations. Kelly wore a face mask below black-rimmed glasses, remaining motionless with eyes downcast, as the verdict was read in federal court in Brooklyn. He should be ashamed of himself. Prosecutors allege that the entourage of managers and aides who helped Kelly meet girls and keep them obedient and quiet amounted to a criminal enterprise. 2 people have been charged with Kelly in a separate federal case pending in Chicago. He faces the possibility of decades in prison for crimes including violating the Mann Act, an anti-sex trafficking law that prohibits taking anyone across state lines for any immoral purpose. Sentencing is scheduled for May 4th. One of Kelly's lawyers, Devereaux Canick, said he was disappointed and hoped to appeal. "I think I'm even more disappointed the government brought the case in the first place, given all the inconsistencies," Canick said. Really? Whatever. Several accusers testified in lurid detail during the trial, alleging that Kelly subjected them to perverse and sadistic whims when they were underage. For years, the public and news media seemed to be more amused than horrified by allegations of inappropriate relationship with minors, starting with R. Kelly's illegal marriage to the R&B phenom Aaliyah in 1994 when she was just 15. I remember that. His records and concert tickets kept selling. Other artists continued to record his songs, even after he was arrested in 2002 and accused of making a recording of himself sexually abusing and urinating on a 14-year-old girl. I remember that too. Widespread public condemnation didn't come until a widely watched docuseries, Surviving R. Kelly, helped make his case a signifier of the hashtag #MeToo era and gave voice to accusers who wondered if their stories were previously ignored because they were black women. To the victims in this case, your voices were heard and justice was finally served, Acting U.S. Attorney Jacqueline Cassulis said Monday. Gloria Allred, a lawyer for some of Kelly's accusers, said outside the courthouse that of all the predators she's gone after, a list, including Harvey Weinstein and Jeff Epstein, Mr. Kelly is the worst. At the trial, several of Kelly's accusers testified without using their real names to protect their privacy. Jurors were shown homemade videos of Kelly engaging in sex acts that prosecutors said were not consensual. The defense labeled the accusers groupies and stalkers. Of course they would. Kelly's lawyer, Canick, questioned why women stayed in relationships with Kelly if they thought they were being exploited. "You made a choice," Canick told one woman who testified, adding, "You participated of your own will." Kelly, born Robert Sylvester Kelly, has been jailed without bail since 2019. The New York case is only part of the legal peril facing the singer. He also has pleaded not guilty to sex-related charges in Illinois and Minnesota. Trial dates in those cases have yet to be set. At the trial, prosecutors painted the singer as a pampered man, child, and control freak. His accusers said they were under orders to call him daddy, expected to jump and kiss him anytime he walked into a room, and to cheer only for him when he played pickup basketball games in which they said he was a ball hog. The accusers alleged they were ordered to sign non-disclosure forms and were subjected to threats and punishments such as violent spankings if they broke what one referred to as Rob's rules. Some said they believed the videotapes he shot of them having sex would be used against them if they exposed what was happening. Among the other more troubling tabloid, Kelly keeping a gun by his side while he berated one of his accusers as a prelude to forcing her to give him oral sex in a Los Angeles music studio. Kelly giving several accusers herpes without disclosing he had an STD. Kelly coercing a teenage boy to join him for sex with a naked girl who emerged from underneath a boxing ring in his garage. And Kelly shooting a shaming video of one alleged victim showing her smearing feces on her face as punishment for breaking his rules. What the frick? You know, his attorney's got some nerve. Inconsistencies, please. Of 14 possible racketeering acts considered in the trial, the jury found only 2 not proven. The allegations involved a woman who said Kelly took advantage of her in 2003 when she was an unsuspecting radio station intern. She testified she wished He whisked her to his Chicago recording studio, where she was kept locked up and was drugged before he sexually assaulted her while she was passed out. When she realized she was trapped, I was scared, I was ashamed, I was embarrassed, she said. Other testimony focused on Kelly's relationship with Aaliyah. One of the final witnesses described seeing him sexually abusing her around 1993 when Aaliyah was only 13 or 14. That's disgusting. Jurors also heard testimony about a fraudulent marriage scheme hatched to protect Kelly after he feared he had impregnated Aaliyah. Witnesses said they were married in matching jogging suits using a license, falsely listing her age as 18. He was 27 at the time. Aaliyah, whose full name was Aaliyah Dana Houghton, worked with Kelly, who wrote and produced her 1994 debut album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. She died in a plane crash in 2001 at age 22. I'm curious, if she was still here and this trial had been going on, what would have been said by her. Kelly had been tried once before in Chicago in a child pornography case, but was acquitted in 2008. For the Brooklyn trial, U.S. District Judge Ann Donnelly barred people not directly involved in the case from the courtroom in what she called a coronavirus precaution. Reporters and other spectators had to watch on a video feed form from another room in the same building, though a few were allowed in the courtroom for the verdict. Associated Press writer Michael R. Sisek contributed to this report. See the AP's full coverage of the investigation into R. Kelly. Wow. So, his defense team has a job to do. Of course, they're going to say the things that they said. I think this is just, I ain't even gonna lie though. I'm gonna say it, and whoever disagrees with me, I'm sorry, but this is just, I speak the truth. This is what I say. This is what I think. He's done these things as a person, or a devil. He's done horrible, horrible things to these women, and I know that not all of them are lying. There may be one, maybe not, who knows, but I know for a fact that this went on, and everything with Aaliyah also. That's why her dad and manager kept him away from her, and they regretted even introducing her to him. He was married. He had that one wife that ended up being on the on that reality show. I can't think of the name of it right now, but she was on there. It's just like, I wonder what she thinks about all this. What are her thoughts? And my thing is, even though he did this, I still love his music. Like, the music takes me back to an age and an era where I will never forget. Those were my songs. Those were the jams. That was the shit. You know what I'm saying? Just because he's done this, and this is horrible, don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong right now. Disgusting. Nasty. He deserves everything he gets. But his music, I don't think that I'll ever stop listening to it, because it's a time in my life. It's like erasing a whole period of my life. He had good music. I ain't gonna lie. What he did is unforgivable, and I hope he rots in hell for it. But I'm not going to stop listening to his music, and the people that try to ban his music because he's done this, I think that's just retarded. His music has nothing to do with what he was doing. I doubt he's even making money on his music right now. I doubt it. If he is, oh boy, you know what I'm saying? But I listen to the music I have. I don't go where I have to pay to listen to his music anyways, so you know what I'm saying? I'm not putting no money in his pockets. But that's just how I feel. That's the real deal. And I know a lot of people feel that way too, but they feel like they have to keep up with the Joneses. And, oh, I'm not listening to him no more. Oh, bullshit. If you're anything like me and I'm a music fanatic, I'm not erasing that time in my life, because I didn't know what he was doing then. And that music has nothing to do with what went on today. It does, but it doesn't. So I'm not banning his music. I'm going to listen to it. That's all. Anyhow, I'm going to let you guys go. Leave comments. Let me know what you think. I'll talk to you later. Peace.